Well, hello, beautiful people. How are you guys doing today? Today's a beautiful day. It's always a beautiful day because we are here once again and we are given the opportunity, a golden opportunity, that we can make changes in our lives. How are you showing up in the world? That's the big question. How are you showing up in the world? Because many times we are so frustrated, we are angry with ourselves, we are angry with people, and when we show up in the world, we are so angry. And what are you doing about that anger? Are you checking in with yourself to see why you're angry? Are you finding in your heart to forgive that someone so you can move on, free up that space so you can move on with your life? You are in control of your life, nobody else. You are in control of your life. How are you moving through the experiences each day in your life? Because we all go through experiences. The situations that show up, they are experiences that we're going to move through. How are you moving through? Are you using the tools in your toolbox to move through these experiences? Your modalities, what modalities are you using to move through life? Do you have a morning routine? What is your morning routine? Are you doing your journaling or you're doing your meditation or your yoga or some form of grounding activity to help to kickstart your day? It's very important that we really check in and see how our lives are going. And if it's not going the way we want, it's time for us to make that change. Today, we got such a good topic, facing your future with a new focus. Facing your future with a new focus. And what a better person to help us to understand how we can do that, Dr. Jonas Gadson. And we also have Miss Sarita Jackson here this afternoon too. And she's going to help us too to understand how we can navigate and move through life with a new focus. Because we all need to have that new focus. If something is not working in our lives, we need a new focus. I would say we need a new lens so we could be able to see exactly where we are going. Because many times we would say, you know what, things are not going right, but what are you doing about it? What are you doing about it? So you could able to get clarity to move ahead. Honor your baby steps. If you're making those baby steps, honor them because they are helping you to move forward. Embrace life. Look at life through a different lens. We all go through experiences, and that is what really helps us to evolve and to grow, and we learn from these experiences. So today, grab a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, your green juice, water. Just sit back with us for this hour and make sure you have your journal with your pen because you're going to hear some fiery modalities today to help you to face your future with a new focus. I'm Karen Pascal, holistic health and wellness coach, and a co-author of two ebooks in my sister Joan Williams. And also, we have a digital magazine and a hard copy magazine. And if you have not subscribed as yet, please do go to the comments and you will find the link and you can subscribe to get this beautiful magazine, both the digital and the hard copy magazine. And don't forget to subscribe to Soul Light and Body YouTube channel that you will never miss none of these juicy episodes. I'll now hand you over to Miss Joan Williams. Joan, take the mic.
Thank you so much, Karen. Great opening as always. Good evening to all of you, or whatever time zone you're in. It's a special day. You are alive. Whatever you evolve or engage in, or whatever you're doing, you're here. And the key thing to ask yourself, why am I here? What is my reason for being? And if you're able to find that real thing, that purpose, that passion, that you enjoy what you do, you jumped out to bed every morning, exciting, practicing your routine, and contributing and serving. What a beautiful thing to do. When we can serve others, it's truly, truly amazing. Are you able to set your intentions and hold firm to them and move with a level of confidence? Feel self assured. Remind yourself every day who you are at the moment and who you are becoming. Because every day we evolve. We evolve in different spaces and different times. And don't be hard on yourself. As we say so at Soul Light and Body here, you're special. You're beautiful. You are enough. You're worthy. Get to that space of worthiness, feeling worthy. Yes, we all go through different challenges, but then how do we look at it is so important, because how do we bounce back from adversity? How are we able to harness within ourselves that level of courage, determination, and have the level of resiliency to stand strong and just don't stay where it, yes, we acknowledge it did happen, whatever it was, can be very chaotic or tumultuous, traumatic, but we accept it for what it is, and then how we choose from that moment to move forward is very essential, because that is going to determine our next step. Where do we go from there? That is the major decision we decide in that moment. How are we going to move forward? And sometimes moving forward, you got to make a few changes, because because we know anytime you go through something, a situation, whatever it might be, you never come out as the same person going in. You change, your life has been altered. You're a different person. Your values might change, new perspectives, new insights. But the good thing about it is that you have another chance. You've given another chance to move forward, practicing your modality, whatever your spiritual practices are, whatever God or whatever, you can draw from that source. And then you reposition yourself. You reposition yourself because you connected to source and move into a level alignment, so that whatever that next step is that you take, you know it's not you alone, but you're pulling from your source to give you that strength, finding that level of balance to show up in the world and walk with that confidence, walk with that greatness. And don't forget, show yourself love. Show yourself love, show yourself compassion. It's essential. And another layer in that, celebrate your wins, whether they're big or they're small. You work hard to attain that. Remember that. You work hard to attain that, celebrate it. And if you got to take another step, take the step. Don't look at the staircase, because that's sometimes that can intimidate you. Start to take one step at a time, and you will get support. Surround yourself with great people who can pour great value into you. And the universe is always there to support us. So let's just continue this journey. We got a great evening tonight set up for you, where we have the great motivator, Mr. Enthusiastic, here to share tonight with us and pour, because as the topic said, how we can look at things and our future with a new focus. We're in the seventh month, almost concluded soon, couple days. it will be concluded and we're moving into next month, the 8th month of the year. So, what are we doing? So, Dr. Jonas Gadson is here tonight, along with Mrs. Jackson, and they're going to pour into us greatness. Whenever they show up in the space, there is so much that we get is given to us that we can take so much and last us until they show up once again. My name is Joan Williams, Holistic Health and Wellness Coach, and thank you all for the feedback with the magazine. Dr. Jonas is featured in this month magazine. Great piece, great motivation. We have Saul Salazar as well in there, and just good stuff. Nice piece to add to your nightstand, and great read that we all can stay healthy and live our best and true essential self. And we have our newsletter that will be coming out soon. So look out for that as well. Because at Soul Light and Body, what we try to do is help you with your soul, give you the light to keep you illuminated and shining, and you can help others to shine their light as well. And then we try to help you with your body, nourish you, not only with food on the plate, but what's off the plate as well. So sit back, relax. Welcome to all of you who are joining us tonight, those who on live and those who are going to be checking us on the replay. Welcome to our beautiful guest tonight, Mrs. Jackson and Dr. Jonas Gadson. Welcome. Thanks for saying yes.
It's a pleasure to be here. And it's a privilege and a pleasure to introduce my coach, Dr. Jonas Gadson, DTM, known as Mr. Enthusiastic. He's an expert communication coach in public speaking and effective communication skills, a corporate trainer, international motivational speaker, 6-time Amazon best-selling author, and a radio and TV personality. He's president of Partners for Purposeful Living, LLC, specializing in speaking, training, and developing greatness. He brings 30 years of corporate knowledge, skills, expertise, and experience from 2 Fortune 500 companies, Xerox Corporation and Eastman Kodak Company. At Eastman Kodak, he trained over 8,000 employees from 69 countries. They were managing directors, executives, human resource representatives, supervisors, group leaders, executive secretaries, scientists, engineers, salespeople, and manufacturing employees, just to name a few. And he earned the Trainer of the Year award. When he delivered a motivational message to the Professional Women's Engineering Group at Delphi Automotive, a manager came in and heard the last 10 minutes of his speech and was so impressed, she hired him on the spot. And he delivered 2 dynamic days at Delphi training that increased the company productivity and profitability. He's spoken to numerous conferences virtually, Wonder Women Tech Global Summit in London, England, SpeakerCon Conference, Women Building Wealth Together Summit, and the Women Entrepreneurs Conference in Detroit, Michigan. He spoke in person and was the introduction speaker at SpeakerCon 2022. He was featured in Powerhouse Global magazine in London, England. He's author of his first book, How to Fly Like an Eagle with Wings Like a Wimp. It teaches you to take a chance, take charge, and take control of your life. He's a distinguished Toastmaster, a graduate of Dale Carnegie, and he earned a doctorate degree in theology. He was inducted into the Beaufort High School Alumni Hall of Fame for distinguishing himself in profession, leadership, and service. He wrote the forwarding chapter in the Amazon best-selling book, Yes You, Yes Now, for women seeking to succeed in the C-suite in corporate America. He delivered a workshop at the Executive Women in Texas Government Annual Conference and he delivered to standing room only attendees. Dr. Jonas has wealthy me in 2023 conference in Dallas and the Juneteenth Legacy Conference virtually in 2023. Tap In Magazine in 23, giving 10 million viewers an inspiring message of possibility on effective communication entitled Master Your Message is due to come out soon in 2023. Now, he will be your masterclass presenter for the virtual masterclass on Zoom entitled Master Your Message. Pick up your mic. We need to hear your voice. Saturday, August the 12th, 2023, from 10 a.m. to 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Dr. Jonas Gadson's motto is since greatness is possible, excellence is not enough. Go for greatness. Help me to welcome my coach, Dr. Jonas Gadson, DTM, known as Mr. Enthusiastic, with a rousing applause.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ms. Jackson. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yes, yes. There are three kinds of people: those that make things happen, those that watch things happen, and those who wondered what happened. I am a person that makes positive things happen, and I know that you are too. I'm so fired up. This is nicknamed the Hour of Power, and I'm so glad to be back with these great leaders. And I heard the congratulations is in for Karen and for Joan. I'm part of the team member, so teamwork make the dream work. Tonight we're going to talk about facing your future with a new focus. Facing your future with a new focus. First of all, we're going to take a few moments, and then I want to answer any questions that you have for me, and we just feed off of one another. But it's facing the future with a new focus. What I have learned that the best way to predict the future is to create it. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, this is your time and this is your turn to take a chance, take charge, and take control of your life. We are already, half of the year is gone already, but this is your time. This is July. This is your time to live your dreams, to live your goals, and to live your aspirations. It's very, very important. So some of the things I'm going to talk about is facing your future with a new focus, because bonus from Jones, whatever you focus on the longest is the strongest. And then another bonus, don't focus on what you have lost. Focus on what you have left, because what you have left has enough to get the job done. So when you talk about focus, we're talking about laser focus. If you get a laser beam in your hand and you hold that laser beam towards steel, it'll burn through steel. So whatever you focus on, the longest becomes the strongest. And I talk a lot about being a laser learner. I used to be a lifelong learner, but I found out that a lot of things that I learned had no significance in my life. So I've learned now in 2023 moving forward to be a laser focus. And let me tell you something. Don't be a jack of many trades. Be the master of one. Find that one thing that's critical in your life and focus on that one thing. Because all master, bonus from Jonas, all master was once a disaster. Ooh, I think I said something that's a bonus from Jonas. I said all master was once a disaster. So even when and I specialize in communication, we want you to be able to stand up to be seen, speak up to be heard, and sit down in order to be appreciated. So we're going to just turn it over to these great hosts, and whatever question they want me to deal with, we're gonna bring the fire. But let me just tell you this: see, we have been bombarded with information, but we are starving for knowledge. I think I said something that's a bonus from Jonas. I say we're being bombarded with information, but we are starving for knowledge. And let me just say this, and I'm going to turn it over to these great hosts. Let me just say this. Most of us been fortunate that we never had to deal with weapon of mass destruction. We were privileged to have soldiers and others to protect us in this country. But here's the thing that are hurting us. Are you listening? You need to pull on in. You need to put your listening here. Here's what hurting us. What is because what we focus on long becomes strong. But what's hurting us is weapon of mass distraction. A lot of distraction going on. So you got to be laser focused. You got a lot of media going on, a lot of negativity going on, but you got to be laser focused, because what you focus on the longest become the strongest, and that's critical. All right, what questions you want me to do? I'm so glad to be back on this program. I am fired up and I'm ready to go. Now, don't call the fire department to come with no water hose and fire extinguisher. They didn't light this fire and they can't out it. I know it's tight, but it's right.
It is right.
What questions you want me to expound on?
Well, first of all, we just want to thank you and honor you for being in this space with us. Because when you come, you always bring the fire, the level of motivation. You keep us on our toes and fill us enough to last us until you show up again as this great moment. Now, someone may start to say, okay, yes, you're talking about how we can face our future with a new focus. And they may say, Dr. Jonas, well, where do I start from? So much is happening around me. So much things is happening. What one thing that I can do today that can be a game changer for me?
Well, what I would share is 3 things really quick. Number 1, you got to get a larger vision of yourself, because what you see is exactly what you're going to be. If you want to be more, you have to first see more. My favorite book said, my people are destroyed because of lack of vision. So if you got vision, you can soar. If you don't have the vision on what you're going to be, what you're going to do, and what you're going to have. And I always say, and out. Sky is not the limit. Your faith is. So you have to get a larger vision of yourself. See more. You got to first see more, and you got to have that belief in yourself, and you got to build around you positive, powerful, and purposeful people that can help you get there. The second V is value. Bonus from Jonas. When your value is clear, your decision is easy. You got to know who you are and what turns you on and what is your purpose. There's 8 billion people on the planet, and there'll never be another one just like you. No one else can duplicate your fingerprint, your handwriting, or your child. You are biologically unique. So you have to have a value. Value is driven. They're going to drive you to where you want to go. And then your voice is very, very important. That's why when we do on August the 12th, if we are saying, pick up your mic, we need to hear your voice. We need to hear your story. We need to hear what you overcome. What we want to hear what you evolved to be, to do, and to have. So have a larger vision. See what you can be. And then the value going to guide you as you stay your focus and your voice. No one else does that. You are an original. So don't live a cheap copy. Don't learn from everybody, but to be number one. You are number one. You're an original. Don't you dare die a cheap copy. So that's why I would say larger vision of themselves, the value, and their voice. Get that in order.
Thank you for explaining and filling us with that we can take those steps to kick the rest of the month forward in our future and walk in our true purpose and passion. Karen?
Yeah, listening to you, Dr. Jonas, it really helps us to understand that there is no room for giving up. We could always find a way to really move through life. And you clearly show us here this evening that we could put our one foot behind the other and we could start moving. Because we all have visions. We all want to aspire something in our lives. We all have goals. But many times we give up too soon. We give up too soon. So giving up is not an option. It's time that you review your goals, know your values, and start to work on it. Because you are special and you can do it. What are your biggest hopes and dreams for the future, Dr. Gadson? Did he hear us?
Yeah, it sounds like there's a little lag there.
And out. Yeah, we are coming in and out. That we are going to still going to finish this hour. Just we want to encourage everybody, listen very carefully. We are having some difficulty, technical difficulty, but listen very, very carefully, because there are going to be some things. If you just get one thing that can add to your reservoir, and then hook that reservoir, hook it from heart to heart and to house. And so we're going to have, when technology works, it does wonderful. When it doesn't, that's the kind of world that we are living in. So be patient with us, because when you do one of your presentation, you're going to run facing the future with a new focus. We got to stay focused. There are a lot of distraction. Don't worry about these little glitch right or something.
True.
Because again, these hosts are focusing on soul, light, and body. And they're doing a wonderful job. The wonderful magazine coming out. They're doing a newsletter. And I heard that they started a radio program. So they are fired up. I just stopped by just for a few moments to throw some gasoline on their fire to put them in a blaze. Because see, some people are going to come. Are you listening to me, Ms. Karen and Ms. Joan? See, some people are going to come just to warm by your fire, but others are going to come just to watch you burn. You're going to say, burn, baby, burn. Come on, somebody. I know it's tight, but it's right. Now, for those let me say this to those who are struggling, because we all have hurts, habits, and hang-ups. But we stopped by today to give you the healing power, that you'll be able to turn your obstacle into an opportunities, turn your stumbling blocks into stepping stone, and turn your scars into stars. This is your time, and this is your turn. Don't let nothing stop you. Come on, somebody. Maybe you didn't achieve what you want the first half of 2023. This is 2020, the second part. What are you going to do? What are you going to do about your dreams, your goals? It's time to stop putting it off. It's time to don't turn your couch into a coffin. Sit there a little while, but don't turn it into a coffin. He said life is like an elevator. It will take you up or it will take you down. All depend on what button you push. Some of you are pushing the wrong button, wondering why you're in the basement of your life when you're supposed to be in the penthouse of your life. Is because you're pushing the wrong button. Come on, somebody. We came to push a new button on you, because the book I said, he want to do a new thing in you. This is the time. You got to get rid of that old person. It's like the Philip translation, don't let the world squeeze you into his mold. We are not talking about change necessary, because when you get tired of change, you revert back. We are talking about transformation, a metamorphosis. I don't care how many legs a caterpillar has. I don't care how fast he can run. He can never fly until he's turned into a butterfly. So the caterpillar must die in order for the butterfly to fly. This is your time to mount up with wings like an eagle. Its crawling days are over. It's flying days now. I wrote a book, How to Fly Like an Eagle with Wings Like a Wind. Mount up with wings like an eagle. You an eagle. Come on, somebody.
And
What else you want me
that's
to expound on?
that that is the level. That is why we love when you stop by with us, because you motivate us. You give us hope. You provide us with for hope and aspirations, so that we can level up. We don't live in a low place, but we can reach forward for our goals, our aspiration, whatever our desires are. How can we as an individual, somebody may ask you the question, seeing you talking about facing your future with a new focus. Yes, facing your future with a new focus. How can we maintain that level of motivation? How can we maintain that? Because sometimes it's tough to do that. What do we have to do to maintain that level of motivation?
Yes, yes. And you have to also admit it, that it is tough. But tough time never lasts, but tough people do. So if it's tough, do it tough. If it's easy, do it easy. Because that's the way life is. That's the way. Listen, you can't grow when things come easy. You gotta swim against the tide if you want to be strong. And there's a story, and everything that's happening to you is happening not only to you, it's happening for you. So you can tell the story and encourage other people to do what they do. As I told y'all once before in private, haven't said it too much, but according to the doctors, when I was 4 years old, they told my mother I was going to die. 8 other babies laying there dead, and they said I was going to be number 9. So they went into, I had a tumor. My stomach was protruding as if I was 9 months pregnant. And so they ran in and cut me open. I don't think they were expecting me to live, because I don't think they cleansed the utensil, because after they took the tumor out, I had a massive infection. And you have to go back in again into my side to clear up the infection. And what found out is that the infection, because of the surgery, affected one of my kidney, and it took it out. So for the last 50 years, I was walking around with one kidney, and I didn't know it. Then that kidney that already had stopped working 5 to 11%. So here's what I'm saying to you. See, the doctor gave me a diagnosis, but the creator of the universe had the final prognosis. And here's your bonus. And here's this bonus. You want to get this bonus for Jonas. Don't let anyone bury you until after you're dead. You're bigger than that. You're better than that. And the best is still in you. Allow that best to bud, to bloom, and to blossom into a bright and beautiful. This is not the time to whine. This is time to shine. If you want to go up, you have to grow up. Oh, I think I said something. That's a bonus from Jonas. If you want to go up, you have to grow up. You got to work harder on yourself than you work on anybody else's job. You know what I have learned, John and Karen? I've learned that most of the people, and I do mean this in a lovely way, most of the people that have a job external. They got the best clothes, the best everything, best cars, but all of that is external. But what I found out, they haven't done the work internal. And the reason why you're doing without is because you didn't do the work within. There's an African proverb says, if there's no enemy within, the enemy without will do you no harm. So work within, and you'll never do without. Oh, I know it's tight, but it's right.
Right.
We love it. We love it. And the key point you touched there on is working on ourselves within, living from the inside out. Because once we can invest, and it takes a lot of investing to work on ourselves, to invest in ourselves, whether coach different
Yes.
areas, what we in what we're listening to, just working on ourselves as an
Yes.
individual, that we
Yes.
can draw out the best
That's
of
right.
who we.
That's right.
Karen.
That's right.
Yes, you're absolutely right, Dr. Jonas, because many times we look, as I said before, we look at situations and we see it as a huge mountain to climb, you know. And because we see it as a huge mountain, we are so fearful of making that first step. And because we are fearful of making that first step, we just sit there. As you said, don't sit in your couch, you know, and because we just sit there, life is passing by us all the time. Every day life is passing by. So it's time that we really rise up and
That's right.
experience a transformation in our lives so we could able to move forward and grow and evolve. See fear as a good thing. See fear,
That's right.
as I said yesterday on the show, let us view fear as a time for us to pause and do self-reflection. It helps us to understand, you know
Yes.
what, whatever we are fearful of, we can take up this challenge to move forward. It's a
Mhm.
time for us to look at it that
That's
way.
right.
And nothing have to be
That's right.
perfect,
That's right.
because a lot of times we want things to be perfect. It don't
That's
have to
right.
be perfect. It's about getting up and making that start. If you want to write that book,
That's right.
if you want to start a podcast, you
That's right.
want to write a story, whatever it is that is burning
Go
desire
for
within you, you can get up and start to do
it.
it. It don't have to be perfect. Don't look for perfection, because if you look for perfection, you're
That's
going to
right.
remain right there.
Of
That's right.
course,
It's time to get up.
you keep waiting and waiting and waiting.
Absolutely. Dr. Jonas, I have
That's,
a question for you. What is more
that's
important
right.
to focus on, the
Yes.
present or the future? What is more important to focus on, the present or the future?
Well, let me number one. Don't focus on the past because the past is gone. That's
Mm-hmm.
history. Don't focus necessarily on the future. Do the work that you need to do in the future, but you're preparing do the work that you have to
That.
do in the present, but you are focusing on the future.
Mm-hmm.
Because a book that I read said a good man or a good woman leave an inheritance for 3 generations. And so
Yeah.
that's why. The other thing that you said so wonderful, Ms. Karen, is that see, when you feed fear, then fear flourishes. So what you
Absolutely.
want to do is starve your fear and feed your faith. Because a
Yeah.
book that I read said, without faith, it is impossible to please him. Then he said, we walk by faith and not
Mm-hmm.
by sight. And that's why this program is all about hope. It's all about hope and aspiration. And when you spell out the word hope in acrostic, having only positive expectations for you. Come on,
Yeah.
someone. That's why we're doing what we are doing. We're using our gift. And as Ms. Karen said, don't wait until you get perfect. Nobody is perfect. Do the
Absolutely.
best you can. And matter of fact, don't even feed failure.
True.
Failure is evidence that you don't want to try that again. You can try over more educated. So it's all, see, we got to watch our language. One of the books that I read and I love said, death and life is in your tongue. Watch who you're listening to. Watch
True.
Mm-hmm.
what you're watching.
True.
Watch what you're reading
Right.
That's so important.
and
Yeah.
watch what you're thinking. Because we all need a check up and a check up. It's great to get started, but you have to get started in order to get great.
Mm-hmm.
Get
Right.
started. Come on, somebody. The biggest failure is when you fail not to get started and offering all of these excuses. There's no help coming. Now, right now, you have to understand that all your help is at the end of both of your sleeves. You got to roll up and go to work.
Yeah.
Because we are running out of time. Bonus from Jonas. When you're running out of time, it's time to start running. The clock is ticking. We were just saying Happy New Year the other day,
Right.
and July almost gone. So
Yeah.
when are you going to take off?
True.
Come on. You've been on the runway long enough. It's time to take off. Come on, somebody. I know it's tight, but it's right. I know somebody is listening to us today. I'm talking to you. That's why we took the time out. That's why we're fighting the internet and stuff not working right, because they don't want me to get the word to you that you are bigger than that, you're better than that, and the best is still in you. Allow that
True.
best to bud, to bloom,
True.
and to blossom into a bright and beautiful future. I think it was Miss Karen. Miss Karen remind me a while back, maybe on our first broadcast. I told them they're gonna shake up the world, and that's exactly what they were doing. And I'm here to say congratulations. What if they had stopped? They wouldn't
Right
have
here.
radio program. What if they had stopped? You wouldn't
True.
be hearing of these wonderful
True.
messages. Did they overcome some obstacle? Yes. Did they have
Yes.
some disappointment?
Yeah.
Yes. Did they
Yes.
have some rough time? Yes. Did they
Yeah.
have some sleepless night? Yes. But
Yeah.
they're doing it. They're doing the do. Come on, somebody. I heard they're coming out with a newsletter. Come on, somebody. And we're going to
Yeah.
travel the world. But we want to help as many people as we can in our own country. And then we want to go abroad. I just got a new young lady in Texas in school I'm coaching now. And she's a brilliant. And she's lived in India. And she's preparing me to get in India, one of the largest country in the world. Because we're not just satisfied helping just a few. We are here to make a difference in the whole world, not just a dent. Some people are selling for a dent. We are here to make a positive difference. See, come on, somebody. And we need you to come on out here to do your difference. Because the people you're supposed to touch, we can't touch. That's the people you're going to
Right.
have to touch.
Yes.
Come on, somebody.
Right. Right.
I'm wired up now. I keep them fired up.
Yes.
Certainly. You certainly are.
All right. What else?
And we want to take this moment to congratulate you for all the things that you're doing, your books, your on different podcasts, and tell us, where does that level of energy and that level of motivation comes from
Mhm.
with everything that you've been through? I mean, you just share your story about just having one
Yes.
kidney and stuff. Where do you get that?
Yes. Well, one of the things, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I can answer that question with one word: God. God. He gave me the strength. He put the dream in me, and I'm working hard to stay in alignment with the assignment that He has given to me. That's why I tell people, and I'm not being braggish, but I'm just being confident. I tell people I can't die now because I'm not finished. Come. When I die, I'm going to be finished. I'm going to fight. It's like the scripture say, he fought a good fight. He finished his course and he kept the faith. That's what gives me the energy. And I got a purpose. And that now I got a granddaughter. She's 4 years old. I nicknamed her Speaker Girl because I'm going to deposit everything I've learned in her, and she drives me because to set a better world, not only for my granddaughter but for the world. We are standing on the shoulder of our ancestor. We want to
Yeah.
make a greater difference, a positive difference, that the people that's coming behind us, we can have a track record where they can follow. They don't have to go through all the mistakes that we went through. See, what I do is, I'm glad you asked this question, Joan. What I do is bigger than me. If it was about me, I probably have been stopped. It's not about me.
Yes.
Boo.
Yes.
It's not about you, boo. That's a bonus. It's not about you, boo. It's bigger than you. If your thing is just about you, you ain't gonna never make it nowhere. If it's just about money, boo, you ain't gonna make
So
it nowhere.
true.
If you're trying to get up to the top and walking over everybody, boo, you ain't going nowhere.
So
Boo,
true.
this thing is bigger than you.
True.
This is not about me. This is about the purpose that I'm here. The purpose that I didn't die. 8 other babies laying there dead. And they said I was going to be number 9. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If the Lord say so, I usually don't say that this much, but I want to say this to encourage somebody. If the Lord say so, September the 13th, I'll be 70 years old. So that means that when they gave the diagnosis when I was 4, God had given me 66 years. My whole life has been a bonus. That's why I brag on him. He put a trumpet in my throat, and I'm going to blow it until the day I die. That's my message, and I'm sticking to it. Let the record show.
And you're doing a fantastic job because
Oh my
you make
goodness.
impact, you're changing lives daily. You know, when people listen to you, there always are great takeaways that we can go with and that influence our lives on a daily basis. And with such a level of clarity that you bring towards us, that we can make our changes in our lives and live and bring out our best and beat all the odds that sometimes may stand against us. Tell us about your book your new book that you have coming out.
Yes, yes. Yeah, my new book is dealing with mastering your message. Talk about communication. You are one communication away from your next job, from your next promotion. And so that's going to be on August the 12th. That's a Saturday, only 2 hours from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And it's on Zoom. You can listen to in your home, on your laptop, your desktop, anywhere in the world. So not only we on Zoom, but we'll be able to entertain some questions. We're going to share in things that mastering yourself, mastering your subject, and master your specific information. And now let me just say something with Joan just said a while ago, which is a great point. Let me tell you something. If you serious about your dream, you can't get it on sale. You're going to have to do an investment. You're going to have to make a finance investment. And I mean, Miss Karen and Miss Joan may not mention it, but they didn't do this on somebody helping them. They had to dig deep. See, the people say claim that they want a better life, but you have to put your money where your mouth is. I got a coach.
Yes.
One of my coaches that I hire, I paid $20,000 for her to be the coach. You can't come there looking for free. Come on, come on. You have to come and pick up some fee. If you are serious about where you want to go, you're going to have to invest in you. You can't sit there and think for other people to pay your way, to give you grant and all that kind of when you haven't gave yourself no grant. Oh, I know it's tight, but it's right. He said, you're going to have to invest some money. You got to put some money. If you are serious, come on. Come on,
Yeah.
somebody. You can't get healthy on free stuff. You can't be a nibbler. You get a nibble
True.
here, there, a little, everywhere, a little. Get you a coach that can get you where you want to go faster. At the
Right.
language, because you're not mastering your language, your message, you're saving promotion you're not getting, the raises you're not getting. You can't even talk to people because you don't have a good conversation. This is not just for business owners and coaches and speakers and authors. These are for wives and husbands and teachers and youth conference to know. Let me tell you something. Of the 3 top things that break up a family, the lack of communication is number 1.
True.
So
True.
If
true.
you don't know how to
That's so
communicate
true.
effectively, you're in
So true.
trouble. So on the 12th, we're going to help you to crystallize clarity, and we're going to talk about collaboration, and we're going to talk about getting a coach. All that's is important. And the book is coming out. It's going to be able to help you as well. But invest in the most important person on the planet, you. And then when you listen to this program, and if it's blessing you, sometimes just don't write as Karen and Miss Joan and says a good job. Man, cut a check. Cut a check and let them know how to appreciate them. Say you're bringing these great guests that coming in and cut a check, help you. Just don't pray for them. They need more than prayer. Thank you for the prayer, but they need pay Come on, somebody. There's no way you can go in any store, in any place, and say, I'm a good person. They don't care. All they want to know is, show me the money. What have you done for me lately? Come on, somebody. So that's why I would recommend, just don't get all of this good teaching, all this big thing. Find out how to get in contact with me. And we're a team. We're a team. We're not in competition. We're coming from
Correct.
abundancy. There's enough in
Yes.
there for all of us. Come on,
Yes.
somebody. Some people say, I want a piece of the pie. No, I don't want a piece of the pie. I want my own pie. I want my own pie, and I want you to get your own pie. Now, some people say, well, the same ingredients is in the pie that's in the crumb. I don't want to crumb it anymore. We are head to live potential. It's possible.
Right.
It's
Yes.
possible. I'm not you. It's possible. Come on, somebody. You can do it. What's your excuse? Don't look for excuse why you can't. Look for reason why you can. Because our hope comes in can.
Right.
I can do all things. Not I can't. I can do all things. Yes, I can.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Listening to you, Dr. Jonas, it really helps us to understand that we have to really take a great look at our lives. And if our lives is not going in the right way, we really need to start to invest in ourselves. Because many times we're sitting there and just hoping something is going to happen. But we got to start investing in ourselves that we could able to move forward from where we are sitting. We need to stand and start walking. So today, let today be the day you start to look at yourself and make that investment. What a better person to make that investment in? You're putting that investment to transform your life. That is what you're doing. And if
That's right.
you make a conscious choice to make that investment in your life, you will start to see your life start to make those changes.
Of course.
But it's only you got to do it. Nobody can do it for you. You have to make that choice for yourself if you want to see the transformation to happen in your life. And be gracious with yourself. Be gracious with yourself. Changes takes time.
Of
It's not an
course.
overnight fix.
That's right.
It's going to take you some time for you to
That's
make
right.
those changes in your life. And you have to be gracious and be patient with
That's right.
yourself. Because many times there are so many things that we have within us that really holding us back, that we really got to take them out one by one, one by one. We got to peel back those layers to get to the really core that is within us. And it's going to take time to peel back those layers, because many times some of those layers are very emotional. And sometimes the emotional state that we get in, it's going to take some time for us to really come out from that emotional state. So today, invest in yourself. If you realize that, you know what,
That's
my
right.
life is not going right, I need a coach. Invest in yourself. Many times, as you write,
That's right.
I think you rightfully said that
That's right.
we look at the outer things and expect the changes to happen with the things that we have outside. And the one thing that we are forgetting is ourselves to make the changes within our lives. So today we gotta start to make that change. Look within our lives, see the things that are not going so good in our lives, and start to invest in ourselves and make that change.
And just to add another layer in that is that
Yes.
watch how we talk to ourselves. Watch what we say
Yes,
to
That's
ourselves
right. That's right.
really matters. What do we say to ourselves on a
true,
daily basis?
That's right.
true.
What are we reminding ourselves? What are our I ams?
True.
You say to yourself every day, are
So
you judging the situation for what it is? It might not be that great at the moment, but you know that things don't stay, they don't come to stay, they don't
true.
last. It changes.
Hmm.
And so just take away this with you tonight. Watch how you talk to yourself and remind yourself that you are good enough. You are special. You're one of a kind. And just take that step and make that change for yourself, because you will benefit along the way. And be confident about it. Be self assured that you can go. There is good. And sometimes we think that we're not that strong, but we are stronger than we think.
Yes.
We are stronger than we think. So just
That's
remind
right.
yourself that
That's right.
we're stronger than we think. And
Mhm.
step out, step with boldness. Make those bold moves. Whatever you've been thinking about and aspiring for, make those bold moves today. And watch what happens. Write your book,
Mhm.
your podcast, whatever is it that your heart desire, your aspiration and your purpose and your passion. Just go with that. See
Yes.
what comes. Birth that dream.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Jonas?
That you made again a few moments ago. The only thing I want to add to that, there's no growth in comfort
True.
or with
That's
conflict.
For
So
sure.
if you're sitting around and you're comfort, you need some conflict because you're getting too comfort. You're too
right.
comfortable. So I just want to encourage you. And then also, as I always say, a bonus from Jonas, if you cheat yourself in your preparation, it will show up in your presentation. You deserve it. You deserve a better life. But you have to, if it's left up to you, you just one communication away, one person away. If you hang around with five broke people, you will be number six. If you hang around with five intelligent people, you'll be number six. It's left up to you. But I just want to make sure that you know how to get in contact with me. That's Jonas with the
Yeah.
bonus, Jonas with the bonus at outlook.com. If you have any questions and you want to talk to me personally, you can reach me at 585-703-9547. That's 585-703-9547. If you have any questions about anything that I said tonight, this afternoon, wherever you are listening, we're talking to all everywhere, time zone, whatever part you are in the world. This is not a local ministry or a local a podcast. This is global. Come on, somebody. We work global, but we think global. And I'm so proud of the both of you for the great work. You just celebrated a year not that long ago. And I'm telling you, y'all heading into, I made the illustration last time about a rocket. When a rocket takes off, man, it uses a little fuel, it uses a lot of fuel. But when it get to a certain altitude, you got to get rid of those boosters. I'm telling you, I'm so proud of both of y'all. Y'all have got rid of the boosters, and man, y'all going on into orbit. Just one small thing. Don't forget me. Come on. When you go into orbit, this is a team effort. We letting all the boosters go. Okay. But all the folks who help us get there, we going there with us. Come on. So
Absolutely.
congratulations on both of you. Very proud of
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
We're
Thank you.
proud of you too. We're proud
Yes.
of you and Mr. Jackson as well, because you guys are doing amazing thing in various spaces as well. So we are proud of you both, and we congratulate both of you as well.
Yeah. And thank both of you for showing up this evening and helping the viewers to understand how we can really focus and move through to the future, and the tools them that we really need to move through and to navigate these waters that sometimes we are swimming and we want to give up. Don't give up. Keep swimming. You will get to that goal that you really want. Just keep going. And we are
Yes.
here to motivate
Yes.
you. Keep
Mhm.
That's
swimming.
right.
Just keep swimming. Just
That's
keep
right.
going, because the greater things are ahead of you, not behind. The greater things are ahead of you, and you could bird that dream.
That's
Go
right.
within and
That's right.
bird that dream. experience that transformation you're looking for. If you cannot do it on your own, don't sit there, reach out. Grab yourself a coach. Dr. Gadson is here, myself is here, Joan is here. Call us, talk to us. We can help you on this
Yes,
journey.
And Mrs.
Make that
Jackson,
investment
that's
make
right.
that investment in yourself. You can do it. You can do
That's right.
it.
and remember, as Dr. Jonas always
That's
say,
right.
when your value is clear, your decision is easy.
Easy. Yes.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. As always, it's been a privilege and a pleasure. And again, we're wishing you great success as we continue to make a positive difference in the world. And for those who just came on, you just was listening to the title, Facing the Future with a New Focus. It's all about you. It's all about you. You got to face your future with a new focus. The best way to predict your future is to create it. And programs like these and great women's like these, and it can help you. But you got to invest in yourself. You're worth it. You're worth
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
That's why you should do it. You are worth it. So continue
Yes.
to do the work. So appreciate you so much. So glad to be with y'all again. And always, since greatness is possible, excellence is not enough. Go for
Go for
greatness. Go
greatness.
Go
for
for
greatness.
greatness. Go for greatness.
Yes,
Thank,
congratulations.
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
All
And to the
right.
viewers out
All
there,
right. I think our time is
thank
up.
you
Okay,
so much for
bye-bye.
joining us today. It was a pleasure to have you here this evening with us. Wherever you are, we are so grateful that you joined us today. We appreciate you. Continue to focus on your future, but start with the present. Start with the present and you focus on your future. That's the message for you today. And don't stay there. Work on transformation. Grab yourself a coach, have a discussion, and move forward. Thank you guys once again.
Connect with
Tom,
Dr. Jonas.
yes, connect with Dr. Jonas. He's there.
Yeah.
All his handles in the comments below. You can also get his book. The book link is in the comments below. You can go sign up and purchase your copy. Everything is right in the comments there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tommy Thompson, for showing up today and helping us behind the scenes.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone, for
Jackson.
joining us. Have a wonderful evening and a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, bye-bye.